Hi, I'm Nicholas Eisenberger. I'm an environmental entrepreneur and an early investor in a company called Global Thermostat. That's where I work today on our direct air capture technology, which I'll tell you about. We're here along the Sound of Long Island at my home and talking about why is climate change important to address. Well, the science tells us that we need to not only reduce massively the amount of CO2 we continue to put into the air, but we also need to remove billions of tons of CO2 from the air over the coming years in order to maintain a temperature that is survivable and beneficial for people and all the species on the planet. The numbers are pretty daunting. We need to remove maybe up to 1 trillion tons of CO2 over the course of this century and put it underground or into products that we use every day. So that's tens of billions of tons every year. We currently put about 40 billion tons of CO2 in the air, so we need to reduce that almost to zero. And for the stuff that we can't reduce, we need to remove it. So our direct air capture solution is designed to do that as efficiently as possible, to remove CO2, which is dilute. It's about 400 parts per million in the air today. We pass it through filters covered with a proprietary sorbent, and it captures the CO2 quite efficiently. And then we use low temperature heat to heat up that sorbent or those contactors and start the process over again. We think it's one of the most advanced and advantaged direct air capture technologies that are even possible to think of. And we're working really hard to bring this to market and deploy it at scale, because unfortunately we've gotten to the point where biology or ecosystems alone can't do the work. We do need these technological solutions. I love trees. My property here has some of those beautiful trees. I consider them friends of mine. But unfortunately, we've taken nature's processes over eons that have buried hydrocarbons under the ground over millions and hundreds of millions of years. And in the last 120, 30 years, we've burned it and put it in the air to power, the civilization. But we've created this problem, too much CO2 in the air. And there's no way that nature alone can reverse that process in the time we have. And that's the critical thing. We don't have much time. Between now and 2030, when the science tells us we need to start removing billions of tons of CO2 from the atmosphere, we have, from today, 77 months. That means that every 3 weeks is 1% of the time we have between now and 2030. So we're burning or using 1% of our available time to get a grip on this problem every 3 weeks. That's pretty daunting, but we can do it. And it was so great to run into the team from Solar Butterfly, to be inspired by their journey across the continent, to share the message about the importance of climate change, to talk to people about the issues. I think with their help and the work that we're doing, and that hopefully many of you will do, we can tackle this problem.